So direct wealth means anything related to business. Okay, business related to, you have a service, you provide a service to customer pay you a certain fee to exchange for the service, or you buy a product and you sell a product and you make a profit. That is also a business. And at the same time, for example, you do insurance agent, you sell insurance policy, but you don't get a salary, you get only pure commission. You become a real estate, you become an agent for specific company, but you don't get a salary. That is also classified under business, which is the bigger category of direct wealth. Okay, so this one have to be very careful. That means if you are receiving a salary every month, you exchange your time and somebody pay you a salary, then this is not classified under direct wealth. It's not, okay, that will be under career, which we covered last session. So today we're going to cover direct wealth, which is under the category of business. And at the same time, we talk about indirect wealth. Okay, so this one clear. So definition of indirect wealth, meaning that the lottery, 4D, Forex, Bitcoin, where you inherit certain fortune from your parents or grandparents, or you pick up some money from the floor, whereby you put very little effort and the reward usually is a lot. So that is called indirect wealth. You see, so things like that, whereby, example, gambling in casino also classified as indirect wealth. So for your information, okay. So in this, we move on to the next page. So these are the things that we need to do today. So to find your symbol, individual symbol, and find your direct wealth and indirect wealth symbol, and finding yourself and the relationship towards the direct and indirect situation. So after that, I will give you an example on how to adjust your luck basing on the chart that is being plotted. Okay. So key in your date of birth already, key in your time, and then go and start to plot the chart. Okay, so let's see. Key in your date, key in your time. The zone itself don't have to change, it's automatic. System don't have to change, it's automatic also. If it's changed to something else, you go to this type. Okay, after that you press chart. Okay, make sure that everything over here is correct. If not, then the chart will be different. Okay, so based on the example I have over here, so this is the chart I generated. And pay attention to this particular thing called the day. You will have at the top, you will see this 8 boxes. There is a day over here. Look at the symbol in your chart. Your chart, not this chart. I'm giving you an example only based on your chart. Okay. My chart over here in this example, this is a Sing, it's pronounced as XIN, it's called Sing. Okay. So remember, this box symbol, day, under this box day, this symbol, whichever symbol it is, for example, it can be Ting, it can be Wu, it can be Kui, or anything else. Just remember, there's only one symbol that represents you. And in my case itself, this is called Sing. Just remember that this is you, basing on your chart, not my chart, on your chart. Look at the symbol, that is you, okay? You want to copy it down, also can, or just remember, also can. Then we move on to the next section. Okay, so we need to find your chart. Where are you? Okay, so in this example, I break down into 2 pieces already. So for easy references. So over here, this is example only, my chart, my symbol. This is a symbol of a person. Take reference in the 9 box below. You have find where is your symbol. In my case, it's Sing. Okay, your case could be different, just based on the reference of these days itself, the symbol over here. Look at, you should have two. You should have two. Sometimes you have one only. So, but just look around, every of these boxes, find at least two of it. Find at least two. Okay, any problem? If no problem, press OK. Okay, so after you find your symbol in the 9 boxes below, what happens is that we need to find the next thing. We need to understand what is the representation. If you see, in my case study itself, over here there's a sink. There's one at the below of this box. There's one on top. So what is the difference in this top and below? Just understand, the one that is below, meaning that this, in my case, this box number 4 is representing my age between 0 all the way to around 35 years old. That means the first half of the life. Next, we have this second one, which is at the top one. Within the box itself, it represents the age between 35 plus minus all the way to old age until the person passes away. Okay, so this is the representation. Okay, but today we only touch base on this particular one of them, which is under 35 years old, because most of the people over here are still less than 35 years old. And I suddenly feel very old. I'm the one, at first I'm only one of the people that is more than 35 years old. Okay. Next, we look at where to find the symbol of this direct wealth and indirect wealth. Okay, so this is the direct wealth, which is classified as the life. Life stands for direct wealth. Injury stands for indirect wealth. Okay, so at this point of time, we need to know where is the box representing direct wealth and indirect wealth. This over here, direct wealth, is life. Then the other one over here is the injury, which is the indirect wealth. Okay, just pay attention. This is my chart. Your chart could be different. Okay. So far, so good. Any question, or am I talking to my own self only? Because sometimes my screen freeze, I don't know one. So can I have any response, yes or no? Just make sure that I am really still online. Okay, good. So I'm very scared. Sometimes is that after I talk so long, for about 3 to 5 minutes, suddenly I've been locked out. And because of that, I just realized that the whole screen just freezes itself. Okay, so everybody is okay. So, okay. Now, next we're going to see what we're going to do later. Understanding the relationship first before we proceed. Okay. See this screenshot. Screenshot this. Understand the relationship wood, fire, earth, matter. This is a cycle of producing, which means that I give you an example. For people who already know, just bear with me for a while, because most of the people still do not know what is that. So this is wood, this is fire. Assuming that wood and fire, what happens is that when wood acts with fire, the fire becomes much more fierce, much more better. So in this, if you are the fire, means that you are good. The wood is actually producing you. So this is a cycle whereby, for example, wood produces fire, fire produces earth, earth produce matter. This is a simple producing cycle. Okay, this one you would need to understand. Later on we'll do some demonstration. Next, we also have the clashing. So imagine the opposite happens. Metal and wood. A metal chopping a wood. So the wood will become destroyed. So that is an analogy of clashing. You see, so this is not a good thing. That means if you belong to a wood and if some metal clash on you, then apparently you will have problem. You see, so it's not a good relationship. So once you understand the good relationship and not a good relationship, then you understand how to use this concept in the chart later on. So you can screenshot this also if you want. Okay, somebody mentioned that some of us don't have jia. For Jasmine, your case is a little bit different. So the jia is hidden already. Okay, next. This one is a little bit deep, but let me try to explain to you. In my case itself, this is me. Example, this is me. I am over here between 0 to 35 years old. Okay, this is me. So this is a direct wealth. So now the next thing I need to do is to find what is the element that is within box 4 and within this box itself. Okay. Idea is to find the element first. Here, over here, how do we know the element of this box? You see this number 4 over here below, there's a green color. Green color stands for wood. Okay, so himself is wood. That means this is wood. Next, we need to find the direct wealth itself. What is the element that is within it? This is brown color, which is stand for earth. Okay, so we must see the both relationship, the person himself and the direct wealth. So himself is wood, direct wealth is earth, meaning that he is the wood that is clashing with the earth. That means it's destroying the earth, penetrating the earth itself and making the earth not great. So meaning the business itself, he will not be enjoying the business, even if he were to want to go into the business. You see, so this is the basic concept of the relationship of the person and the direct wealth. Okay, next, we move on to the indirect wealth. Indirect wealth, the symbol is called injury also. It's over here. The element over here within the box, you look at this box over here, there is a green color, this part, okay? This is green equates to wood. This example, the person is also wood. So wood and wood is the same thing. So when we talk about same thing, it's in harmony. So no issue. And because of that, the luck will be very good for the indirect wealth. That means if this person were to go to gambling, go to buy 4D or 5D, or depending on which country, or even do activities that involve in minimum commitment. You know, you put in $1, you make $500, you make $1,000. That's how indirect wealth comes about. So for this case itself, this guy, he will have a lot of good indirect wealth. Okay. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to change his luck for direct wealth. Okay, this is a bit on the deeper side, but you try to follow if you can. And a lot of people, they don't know how to do this one. So what I'm going to do is, in order to understand and change the luck of this person, I need to know what do I want to change first. His indirect wealth is good, but his direct wealth is no good. So assuming that this person, he likes to do business, he wants to do business. No, he don't like to do business, but he wants to do business. So what can we do to make things work? So what happens is that we need to analyze the person's character first. Okay, the person's character. We are able to see from this box number 4. That means from 0 all the way to 35 plus minus there. We are able to, based on all this symbol, to tell us what kind of character is this person. Okay, so the simplified version of understanding the chart is that I can see that this person is fierce person, very aggressive, always very angry person. Okay, and this obstruct also symbolizes that this person is a very individualistic. They are lonely. They don't mix around with people. They don't like to socialize. You see, so this is something whereby we are able to, based on the symbol, to tell us some character of this person. And at the same time, this destroyer also tells us that this person always changes his mind in doing things. So he cannot concentrate on making things work. That means after a few months or 1-2 years, he will change this and change that. And he will not follow up and will not focus on one thing for too long. And if he continues to do one thing, he will be very bored. So this is his character. Imagine with all this not so great character, and if you were to do a business, I don't think he will be able to do well in doing business. That is one of the reasons why we can see that from the character, we are able to see the relationship of the direct business itself. Okay, so in order to change, what we need to do is we must understand just now the element. And what we need to do is that is this. Where is this direct wealth? The direct wealth is Earth. Understanding this concept, Earth produce what? Earth produce what? Okay. Earth produce what? Earth produce matter. Okay. So in order to change his luck, we need to go into the matter. We need to look, what can we do in matter to make his luck better in the direct wealth? So that is the idea. So what we can do is that we look at, in the chart itself, in his chart that we plotted, matter, this is matter. Box number 7 is matter. Box number 6 is matter. This is the hint that is telling us, okay? So in order to get rid of this, that means this is hint. I don't want this anymore. I want to change my luck. Push this person, the characteristic, move to here. Push to box number 7. That means what kind of things I have to do to make things work. That means the 9 heaven, dispute, and diplomat. In summary, equates to this person have to set a high standard for himself. That means his quality in terms of the goods, service, everything. He have to set a high standard, and he have to train himself to speak better and sell better. Okay, so this is the direct telling us what he need to do, and also this diploma equals to he has to be very hardworking. Okay, so imagine a person who have a high standard in terms of the quality of the service, and very good in terms of speaking, very good in terms of selling, and very hardworking. How does that translate into business? Very high chance that his business will be better comparatively to the first case, whereby he's a lonely person, he don't network, he don't focus on things, he's very aggressive, always get angry. You see, it's like 2 different people altogether. You see, so this is the idea of changing the person. That means he have to set this basic standard. Next, sex itself is also matter. We need to embrace it, embrace the matter. So meaning that he has to become a leader. He has to learn to become a leader to lead people. At the same time, he has to network more people. That means go for business networking, go to shake hands with more people, open up more opportunity for him and his business. And at the same time, this particular thing is called impulse. That means he has to decide faster. Okay, over here means that there's a horse over here, means that this person, he needs to be very active in what he's doing. He cannot just sit down and wait for things to happen. See, so in this statement itself, we are actually crafting out a map for this person to change his direct wealth luck. You see, and just to share, statement is not a magic pill. It's a compass to tell you what to do. But eventually, whether the person will do, that's another story. You see, so don't expect when you apply Qi in your daily life or your major decision making, you will have a miracle. You will have miracle only when you act on it. That means you have to follow up with the action. This is how it works. You see, so don't expect any miracle to happen if you don't do anything, or you just pretend and you sleep at home and hope that the money will come and drop from the sky. It doesn't work that way. Okay, just to let you know. Okay, so at the same time, we talk about embracing matter is that I will suggest this person to wear silver bracelet, real silver, not fake one. That means bracelet that is real silver, that means metal. And at the same time, we can also ask this person to wear more white color, more gray color to enhance the metal energy. Okay, so changing his activity and adding surrounding colors and objects to enhance the energy. Okay, there's one more thing that is very important. Why do we wear a bracelet? Okay, when we wear a bracelet every day, the person already know that he has to be active, he cannot be lonely. He has to make more decisions. That means all this activity equates to the bracelet. When he saw the bracelet, automatically tells the person he has to do specific things. So it's a reminder. Every day is a reminder. So the person may not be able to do everything at once. Maybe he can improve one at a time. It's good enough. As long as the person improves, then it should be okay. Right? So it's a kind of reminder. You see, to let the person know that, okay, I have to do certain things to get things up and running. Okay? So for the benefit of those people who may not be using metal, so I actually list out some of the things that we need to see. For example, let's say if you need earth, the colors are brown and yellow, and you can always try to get things related to tiger eye. Okay, if you don't know what is tiger eye, you go and search under Google. It's a very colorful, very interesting piece of jewelry. But it's not metal, it's more earth itself. Okay, so if you have some earth or soil or sand in your surroundings, should be better. And if you like painting, go and get a paint. It can be a big or small painting, put in on a wall. And only for mountains, no sea or no forest, because that will be a different story altogether. There'll be other elements coming in. So purely mountain pictures. Okay, whether it works or not, you try first, and then from there, you see how it goes. Okay, next we have the water. Water stands for black, blue, and you can always go for a swim, go for a stroll in the river. It will create the energy. And for ladies or guys, carry water bottle with clean water. Don't use those Pepsi or Coke, just plain water will do. And fire, we have red, purple, pink, and orange for colors. And if you can, just have a lamp in your room or in the living room, that will be good also. That means stand for fire. Those orangey color lamp. And triangle shape also stand for this red color. Next for wood, we have green, light green, and plants also, bamboos, garden, walk around in the forest or garden. And you can have furnitures, wood furnitures also, and painting with forest also, a lot of woods. Then metal, as I mentioned, just on the case study, the gray, white color jewelry. They are made of real metal. Okay, silver earrings, bracelet, etc., etc. It's up to your choice. Okay, it's depending on your imaginations. Okay, So far, this is the example of the case study. I will give you another few more case study which very simplified understanding the concept of finding the direct wealth and the indirect wealth. Okay. Very deep sharing today, CG. Okay, so far, any question before I move on to the next few examples?